while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in letting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. In Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And Dalton to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. And Nugent puts it through. So we have reached half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And that one is going to set the offense back. 12 yards is the pickup there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's got his man here. It's Green.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to run him down for a 15-yard loss. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Roethlisberger, and this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver? Yeah. Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
From First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, this run game just continues to be... Hill, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different cases? You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Third and 2 for Dalton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. They send Green to the left on his own. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell, so they cannot get into the end zone to add the extra pair of points.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They send Green to the left on his own. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, complete to Tate. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you throw a lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes us.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon Tate, 54 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he puts it through. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And after the touch it now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up as we'll get it at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down.